Nell offhandedly mentioned wanting to kill the boss. The boss died the next day. He was terrified, but he pulled out the murder weapon. He regretted it immediately after. He wanted to put the weapon back in, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. He walked out of the room to find someone to help, but everyone was frightened by him. He felt he couldn't explain himself clearly, so he ran away. As soon as he stepped into the elevator, he was surrounded again. No one dared to speak. Suddenly, the knife in Nell's hand fell to the ground. The person next to him picked it up and handed it back. He had just walked out the main door when he bumped into the actual murderer who was escaping. He even explained to the actual murderer that he wasn't the killer. The actual murderer was dumbfounded, but he also had to escape quickly. Nell arrived at a large bridge. He wanted to throw away the murder weapon, but the knife ended up landing on a patrol boat. Scared, he dropped to the ground. Then he quickly ran away. The police had already identified the actual murderer because the security camera recorded the crime. But Nell didn't know this. He still believed the police were pursuing him. He hid inside a dumpster. He stayed until nightfall. He had just thought about crawling out when he saw police outside. He hid back inside. This repeated several times. The police were still there. In the middle of the night, the police all left. Nell came out of the dumpster. He went to the bank to withdraw money. As soon as he entered his password, he hid again. Because he remembered the ATM had a camera, he found a dumpster and threw away his ID card and bank card. In the end, he only kept $10. He went to the restroom to wash off the bloodstains. Then he went to the bus station to buy a ticket to escape. But he didn't have enough money. He pawned his watch to the ticket seller. The actual murderer saw the news on TV and also planned to escape. But he coincidentally encountered Nell on the bus. He thought it was suspicious, so he sped away in the car. However, Nell was completely unaware. Not long after, the driver reminded him to get off. Only then did he realize the ticket seller had sold him a halfway ticket. He had no choice but to get off and walk. At this time, the actual murderer learned from the radio that the police had traced information about him driving a Jeep. So he decided to abandon the car and escape. But the actual murderer's car was discovered by Nell.